Hey, folks. As promised, this is the long awaited Get to Know Me, All About Me video that I am very, very, very excited to shoot. But before we get started, I want to give a shout out to Shorty, who is recording this, as well as she's going to be asking me at least the first 5 questions. I'm hoping to get somebody else to maybe do the rest of them, but we shall see. So with that being said, let's go ahead and hop into it. First question, Shorty.
First question is 3 words to describe me.
So if I could describe myself with 3 words, I would say that I am loyal, goofy, and dependable, reliable. And I say that because loyalty to me means everything, and I show love through my actions because love is a verb, meaning you got to put some action behind it. And I'm loyal to those who are loyal to me, and even those who aren't really loyal to me, I'm still loyal to them because I'm called to live in this world, but I'm not supposed to act like them. Goofy, most definitely. I do not take myself seriously. I take nothing seriously, for real.
That's how you get it from.
Everything's funny to me.
Literally.
Like I laugh about everything. Like it takes more muscles to frown and be sad than it does to laugh. So why not laugh? Dependable, most definitely is myself. I really believe in being a reliable person. Like if you need this or that, you can call on me and I'll get it done. So if I had to describe myself in 3 words, it would be loyal, dependable, reliable, it's a slash, and goofy.
Question 2. A habit I am most proud of breaking.
All right, so the habit that I am most proud of breaking. Sorry, guys, hubby's here.
Yeah. This is my pepe.
He's dancing.
Wait. Okay, well, that's my pepe's bush. Oh, we just did it. Anyways.
But I have 2 habits that I'm very proud of breaking. The first one is cussing. Whew. I used to not be able to have a conversation without cussing. Like, it was that bad. Like, cursing and using curse words was like breathing to me. Like, I could not have a conversation without cussing, using some type of cuss word. I don't know if it's because I couldn't cuss when I was younger, and when I finally got older, I was like, well, I'm just gonna cuss because I can.
Bleep, bleep, bleep,
But
bleep, bleep, bleep.
like,
Yeah.
I had to realize, like, it's just showing like how unintelligent I am. Like, I'm not very smart if I can't hold a kind of conversation without cussing. So it's like one habit I'm so proud that I have broken. I have not cussed in over a year. And I'm super proud of myself. And then the second habit that I'm proud of breaking was using food as like an escape route. And when I say that, I mean I was really bad at eating just because I had food, or I'm not really hungry, but because the food is there, I'm just gonna eat it, or I'm sad, so I'm gonna eat food. I was abusing food and damaging my temple and my body. And it wasn't until I started seeing the physical ramifications of it, excuse me, my eye. Y'all know I struggle with my right eye. It's lazy. I'm trying to do exercises to fix my eye and things like that. But it wasn't until my doctor was telling me, like, you're losing vision in your eye. Like, you need to change your habits. You need to change what you're doing. That I decided to, okay, I'm going to work out. I'm going to do what I'm supposed to do. I still eat bags. I ate hot Cheetos last night.
Bruh.
But I've gotten really good with portion control. And as long as you are burning more calories than you're eating, you are guaranteed to lose the weight. And it's going to fall off. And yeah, those 2 habits I'm proud of breaking.
3 nicknames and for a reason. And the reason behind it, I'm sorry.
Okay. So, one of my nicknames is Court. That was mainly because, like, I have a long name. My full name is Courtney. And so I just shortened it to Court because I was tired of being called Brittany or Whitney. Like, it was super weird. Like, how do you pull those letters from a C.
Right, especially the W.
Exactly. And another nickname is Court. My younger cousins and Tiandra and other people call me that. Call me Court. I really don't know where that came from, but whatever. I answer to it. On my father's side of the family, they call me Cork and Beans. Because when I was younger, and I still do, I like eating beanie weenies where it's just like baked beans and hot dogs because it's fire.
Even though it's a struggle meal, but still.
It was struggle meal my foot. It's fire. Yeah, so that's where Cork and Beans came from. And then Corkscrew, my mom used to call me that. Rest her soul. I pray she's resting in peace. My stepmother. Let me give that disclaimer. My real mother's not passed, but my stepmother, who pretty much was my mother, she died 2 years ago. She called me Corkscrew, and then Beans because I like beans and stuff like that. And those were the nicknames.
My bad for dropping you off like a whole block before your actual stuff. I stopped and I was like, you got off, and I saw your mom and I was like, crap.
It's fine.
But yeah, y'all have a good weekend.
You too.
Mm-hmm. Life be lifing. We waiting on hubby to get home, so.
Get home.
All right. To come in. We got 2 more questions and then we're wrapping this part up.
Oh, yeah, 2 more questions. Question 4. Favorite shows? What are your favorite shows?
Okay, so
Too excited.
I have 4 favorite shows. Grey's Anatomy, because it is just a bomb show and I just love it.
Mm-hmm.
I am a medical nerd geek type person, and like the human body has always interested me and why things work the way they do and why things do what they're supposed to do and stuff. Interesting story, I was actually going to be a psychologist when I was in school, but I ended up switching my major to education. We can talk about that later. But Grey's Anatomy, most definitely. The Office. And the reason why I love The Office is it's just a timeless show. It's hilarious. It's so politically incorrect and it's just so funny. Like, The Office is pretty much what Abbott Elementary is right now. And The Office is just funny. Like, I love the characters. I love how you can just jump in at any point of the show and you can watch it. Like, The Office is my comfort show. I'm always watching The Office. I love The Office. Army Wives. Funny story about Army Wives. I found Army Wives on Netflix. And I would watch it, and then as soon as it was over, this is when Netflix first started, when it was like cheap and affordable and worth it. And as soon as I finished Army Wives, I was started right back over at the beginning. It's basically talking about 4 women and a man who are married to soldiers in the army at Fort Jackson, which is in Charleston, South Carolina. I've actually been there. It's pretty cool. I had an ex that was in the military.
All right.
And he did his basic training there.
Oh.
But anyways, Army Wives is so cool. It's like a comfort show. And it's just talking about their day-to-day life, like how they deal with things with deployment, raising kids, and just stuff like that. And I just love that show. And then my last favorite show is Once Upon a Time. That show is lit. Mm-hmm. The only season I don't like is the last season, which is season 7, because I don't understand what was the whole point of ending that storybook, just to start another storybook, but you didn't continue. Season 7 was whack to me, in my opinion. But yes, I love Once Upon a Time because it took a twist. It made it like, it was like a modern twist on the storybook. Quit biting your fingernails.
I'm sorry.
Your skin.
I'm sorry.
It took like a modern twist on the stories that we grew up as kids watching, like Snow White and Prince Charming. They had a baby, and the baby was the savior that was gonna break the curse. Like, bro, that was dope. And then the evil queen ended up being Snow White and Prince Charming's adopted mother of their daughter's son. Like, it was like, it's so dope. I just love Once Upon a Time. Like, those are my favorite shows. Grey's Anatomy, The Office, Once Upon a Time, and Army Wives. I can watch all 4 of them shows anywhere. I can start anywhere and know exactly what's going on. I can tell you what's going to happen right before it happens. I can tell you by the intro of the song, like, what it's going to be.
Have a good weekend.
You
You
too.
too.
Which is super dope to me. And we are about to wrap this video up because I'm about to go help hubby. You did do 5.
No, I didn't. Baby.
Oh, I'm sorry. We got one more. Go ahead.
Question 5. What are your favorite colors?
My favorite colors are blue and yellow. And yeah, those are my favorite colors. Blue and yellow. That was the color theme for my wedding. Blue and yellow with the little hint of silver. And so with that being said, we are done with the first of 4 sections of the Get to Know Me. And part 2 will be coming up soon. And I'll catch you in part 2. Peace. I am back. My camera girl got sick. So I'm just going to knock this next section out. Number 6 is my favorite books. And I have 3 at the moment. Prodigals, of course, is the book I wrote. Radically Apostolic by Charles Robinette. Oh, such an inspiring book about the outpouring of the Holy Ghost and just different things. Just take my word for it and read it. And Transfigured, that was written by my bishop. I have not got to finish that one yet. I'm waiting on hubby to finish it, but I have been sneaking and reading it. I'm starting to see that as I get older, I'm enjoying reading. So I definitely want to keep that up. Number 7, favorite place to shop. $1.25 Tree, duh. Next to $1.25 Tree, I like shopping at Target, Walmart, because Walmart been coming through with the clothes here lately. I'm like, okay, Walmart, and I feel like that's it. Number 8, advice to my younger self. If I could tell my younger self anything, I would tell her to start living for God younger. Take it seriously as a kid. Get in the truth, know the truth, and just live a life for God. You won't regret living in the world, but you will regret not living for God. So that's advice I would give to my younger self. Number 9, my favorite season is winter. I love to be cold. Yeah. Sorry guys, my finger accidentally hit the button. But yes, my favorite season is winter. I like being cold, even though I complain about being cold. I mainly like the snow. Same thing with like fall. I just love the colors because it's so pretty. Everything is turning. You got the pretty reds and oranges and yellows, and like fall is so pretty. And then winter because it's cold. I hate being hot, so yeah. Number 10, what is my favorite movie? Twister. That has been my favorite movie for as long as I can remember. I don't even remember how I fell into watching that movie, but Twister is my favorite movie. I love any type of storm movies. When they came out with Into the Storm, I lost my mind. I loved it. I loved Day After Tomorrow, and I love Geostorm. Every single time we have bad weather, I'm watching Twister. It could be a random Monday, and I'm just gonna watch Twister because it's just my favorite movie. 11, can you speak more than one language? Yes, I can. I can speak Portuguese. I'm not fluent, but I can hold like a little conversation. And I can like introduce myself, tell someone, hello, my name is, I speak a little Portuguese. So I'll just be, I could say like, oi, tudo bem, which means, hello, how are you? Or I'll say, meu nome es Courtney e eu falo pouco de português, which means my name is Courtney and I speak a little Portuguese. I find it fascinating learning different languages. Funny thing, we actually have a student that is Hispanic, and he speaks both English and Spanish. And with him being younger, he doesn't even realize he's doing it. And so yesterday we were having conversation and we were going back and forth. He was telling me animals and I was like, see, you know, whatever the animal is. And he looked up and he was like, so, and I think that's pretty cool because like Portuguese is very close to Spanish. They have a lot of the same words. It's just all in how you say it. Portuguese dialect is more nasally. You use your nose more. So yeah, I thought that's pretty cool. And he's encouraging me to brush up on my Spanish because I want to be able to communicate with him. Number 12, my favorite Bible verse. I actually have two, and they are Proverbs 3, 5, and 6, and Romans 8 and 18. These verses have gotten me through a lot. I have way more, but those are the two that I always fall back on. And I encourage everybody to have a Bible verse or two in their arsenal. Favorite holidays, number 13. My favorite holiday is Christmas. I love decorating for it. I'm a decorator at heart, so any chance that I get to decorate and make stuff look pretty, I love it. I also like Thanksgiving because there's no gifts, if that makes sense, because you don't have to clean up all that wrapping paper. My favorite quotes, I'm gonna just list those right here. And the reason why I'm doing that is because I want to make sure that I have the wording right, because it's words that people have actually said and not just how I interpreted people saying those things. Number 15, what are my pet peeves? I have a lot. That's kind of a hard question when you think about it. Some of my pet peeves, I don't like when people text back K. I don't know why. It just bothers me. It bothered me in middle school because you used to be charged 10 cents for every message, and then you just cost me 10 cents to text back the letter K. So yeah, that threw me. I don't like that. I don't like double texting, which is funny because a lot of people double text me. And the double text is the equivalent of a paragraph. And I'm like, bruh, I'd rather you would have just sent me the paragraph instead of just double texting. But slowly but surely getting used to that. And it's okay. It's just going to have to be okay. That's all I can think of right now. Number 16, my favorite era. I would definitely say my favorite era was like the 1940s. I just loved how they dressed. The swingy, flowy type dresses, and it was so beautiful. It's so beautiful to me. Like, if I could dress in an era, it would be the 40s, most definitely. I also like the Victorian era. Those big old poofy dresses, like from the Victorian era. And the only thing was, if I was born then, you ain't catching me in nobody's corset, because you ain't squeezing all my gut up in there and I'm looking like I'm about to pass out. No go. Number 17, hobbies. My hobbies are reading, singing, teaching, definitely crafting and DIYing, sleeping, and eating. Duh. All right, these are the last 3 questions. And I think Amaria did an absolutely amazing job picking out questions. I'm so proud of her. Number 18, how did you meet your spouse? Or as she said, how did you meet my daddy? Funny story. I have known him my whole life, and I'm not kidding. And when I explain it, it'll make sense. So we met at Youth March for Christ, which is pretty much like a youth conference. Yeah, it's like a youth conference. It was the place to be growing up. Like, it was so much fun. We had a Youth March for Christ choir. Different churches from all around the state of Kentucky would come, and like their dance teams would dance. If they had a puppet ministry, they would do puppets. If they had a mime ministry, they would do mimes, and liturgical dancing, they would do that, all that. And so my church was one of the churches that did we have a dance team then? I want to say we didn't. We did not have a dance team then. But anyways, I was 10, he was 11. It was held at Canaan Christian Church, which is, I think it's still off of Hikes Lane. I have no idea. But anyways, he approached me because I had glasses on. And that's when you put all the lip gloss on your lip, make it look like you've been eating chicken all your life. And he approached me and was just like, I just want to let you know you are so cute. And I was like, okay, whatever. Thanks. I was 10, he was 11. Fast forward, did not meet again until college. I was 18, he was 19. And yet again, at another church event, which is hilarious. We met at a church event when we were younger, and we met again at another church event when we were older and in college. And pretty much we've been dating since I was 18 and he was 19. I'm now 34, he's 35, and we've been married for the last 7 years. And December 1st will be 16 years that we have been together. And the funny thing is, I actually asked him out. He said, I love you first. It was during a game of Connect Four. We was just saying, like, I like you too, or whatever. And I was like, I like you, while we was playing Connect Four, because we've just always been like that weird, quirky couple. And he was like, I love you too, babe. And I was like, what? It was hilarious. But yeah, I actually asked him out. Funny thing. Yeah. So that's how we met. This is the story of Horny and Van. Number 19. What is your favorite flower? Anybody who knows me knows I go absolutely gaga over sunflowers. I love sunflowers. They're so beautiful. And I like them because of what they represent. They already bringing kids to the school. Lord have mercy. It's 9 o'clock. We don't open the building for another 30 minutes. Jesus. Anyways, sunflowers. I love sunflowers because to me, they just radiate positivity and everything good and beautiful within the world. I think if everybody had sunflowers, the world would be a much better place. But I love sunflowers because they radiate in the sun. They permeate in the sun. So like when the sun is not out, they're turned toward each other. And that's how they get their sunlight and their nutrition and their nutrients. And I'm like, it's so beautiful. But yes, I go gaga over sunflowers. And last but not least, number 20, which was a very hard question. I'm proud of Amaria for like suggesting this one. She said, if you could go back in time or to the future, which would you choose and why? At first I was like, bro, go to the future because I want to see what happens. But then I was like, no, I want to go back in the past and change things. Like my advice to my younger self, get in a relationship with God younger. Like just imagine how much more I could have done if I would have had that revelation and been raised in truth like my daughter is going to be. Like I still can be. I'm not gonna say I could have been, but I could be the world's most greatest soul winner. Like, come on, y'all. Like I would have wanted to go back into the past and change those things that I regret, as long as it didn't affect my future. As long as that makes sense, because you know your choices have consequences. And I just think like if it would have clicked for me younger, like it did for my daughter, just like how far I would be. I would want to go back in the past. I don't want to change my future because my future is bright and it's constantly unfolding and unraveling as the days and minutes and seconds go by. And yeah, but I would definitely want to change some things in the past. Not so much the future. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this little sneak peek into me and about me and the little quirks and the beautiful chaos that I is. And look forward to more videos. I plan on doing a what am I listening to, what's on my playlist, which for that one's gonna be a little tricky because I ain't trying to get hit with a copyright. But yes, guys, I pray that you enjoyed this video, and I look forward to catching you guys in the next one. Peace.